Helping children read, and we introduced you to him earlier in the newscast, and now he's joining us. We are so excited that you're here. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
So you have been offering kids the chance to come and get a haircut for free if they read back to you while they get their haircut. Tell me a little bit about why you are deciding to do this.
Well, we along with Assemblyman Tyrone Thompson, rest in peace, and Dina Neal, Assemblyman woman Dina Neal, and me in Las Vegas City, Las Vegas got together and partnered up. Actually have the kids to come in and read with a barber during the time for have an experience that they're actually promoting the reading inside the barber shop.
So what are the kids' reactions like when they get into the shop and they find out they're going to get a haircut for free? All they got to do is read.
It's really a good idea because now they can put down the cell phones and the video games and start interacting with the barber instead of them tuned into the phone and not talking to the barber, or the barber's not talking to them.
Yeah. I feel like it's a good experience for both people because you have a lot of kids that you're training essentially, or older students that are learning how to give haircuts. And also I've heard a little bit about how kids are a little more fidgety, they're a little harder to kind of give haircuts to. So now you kind of mold both of that together, and then on top of that, kids might be reading their favorite book.
Yeah, they read their favorite book, so it distracts them from being fidgety. So they more so into reading the book and concentrate on that, and then get a nice haircut in the same token.
And you mentioned that this was all inspired by the former Assemblyman Tyrone Thompson. Like you mentioned, rest in peace. He represented Las Vegas well for so long.
Yes.
Did you ever get to meet him? And tell me about that inspiration of what it was like to get to know him.
When we got together over 4 years ago, and he brought it to Las Vegas. So we had actually saw it on the internet, and then he saw it on the internet, and then he brought it to me, and he wanted to incorporate the school and also my barbershops into it, that we actually would coordinate something together that we can make this happen. It was a real good idea because it really turned out real well.
And you guys actually sacrificed some potential profits, by giving these haircuts for free. So was that kind of hard to make that sacrifice, or was it easy to get on board?
It really wasn't hard at all. Once you're giving back to a community, and what I'm doing is training future barbers on how to give back to the community instead of just taking something from the community.
Awesome.
So it's a blessing for us to actually give back to the community.
I'm kind of curious, have you seen a theme in some of the books that the kids might be bringing in, or do you guys have some books there?
We have some books there.
Okay.
We have lots of books there, and then we have it all the way from like second grade all the way up to like sixth grade. That so we have a younger guy come in there and get a haircut. He also something that he can tune into too, and also read.
That's great.
Is it hard at all to get the kids to kind of come out of their shell sometimes and be willing to read out loud to you?
No, because it's like they active with theirself with the barber themselves, so they've been active in the barbershop instead of the normal sitting there, stay still, don't move, just play your game. So now they actually reading the book, and they reading with the barber, not just reading to the barber. So they take turn in reading to each other.
Awesome.
Well, you already ran out of time, but I want tell everyone at home where you're located, what your hours are, and when this is happening.
So this is at Masterpiece Barber School. It's 3510 East Bonanza, and this will be happening from 3 to 5 p.m. and also 9 to 1 p.m. Saturday for free haircuts and read with my barber.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for joining us. It's so great what you're doing.
Thank you guys.
Keep doing what you're doing, Marcus. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.